Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Tech Beans, and today we're going to be having a comparison between the Umidigi Power 3 and the Redmi Note 8. These two phones right here are probably two of the best bang for the buck phones on the market right now. That is specs to price ratio. Both these phones are offering so much specs for the money. But this phone right here is actually much more popular than this, because you all know Xiaomi, bang for the buck, it is the best there is for the price. But we've got here a new challenger, and I think that this is actually a worthy competitor. I mean, just look at it. From the design, the cameras, this is an interesting matchup and something you should be looking forward to.
No.
Now before we start, let me just give a big thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Guys, I'm actually thrilled to share this to you as I have been a big fan of Skillshare for a very long time now, as they have really elevated my skills in creating amazing content. If you haven't heard about them, Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives. They are offering thousands of classes in pretty much every topic you need to bring your game up, such as design, video, photography. I'm actually taking one of their classes right now, which is Instagram-worthy photography by Brandon Wolfel. And I gotta tell you, the guy is just such an expert in a sense that he really knows what he's talking about. He's engaging, fun to listen to, and I really learned a lot from him. Here are some of my old Instagram pictures, and just take a good look at them. Oh my god, they just look uninspiring, inconsistent, and just flat out plain to look at. Now, here are my new photos. New and improved. That is all thanks to Brandon. Guys, there are a lot more classes just like this. There are also very interesting ones for video that I'm taking right now, such as video editing and Final Cut Pro classes. These are just few of the thousands that are available at Skillshare, and I'm pretty sure it'll be a tremendous help to you as well. And it's also super affordable. I mean, compared to pricey in-person classes or workshops, my friends, an annual subscription is only $10 a month. Well, actually, it's your lucky day. First 500 of my subscribers to click the link in the descriptions below will get 2 free months of premium membership so you can explore your creativity. Make your 2020 a year of exploring new skills or deepen existing passions. Thank you so much again, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. But it's all up to you on which design you're gonna go for, because both of them are pretty equally attractive to me. Although this is a much more popular look, thanks to the Nova Free Eye kind of design. Very elegant. It is a smooth flat back design, definitely not curved at the back, which means it's not as comfortable as the Power 3 when you're texting like this. This is definitely much more comfortable when you're holding the phone just like this. But for playing games on landscape, it's pretty much fair game because both have curved edges, pretty much the same. Although I just feel that this is a lot more comfortable thanks to that curved back. It definitely forms a really nice shape on my hands right here, making it a lot more comfortable to hold compared to the Redmi Note 8's back. Yeah, that's kind of awkward to hold. Now here's the thing, the Power 3 is very heavy for a phone at this size. In comparison, the Redmi Note 8 is featherweight. Well, that's because the Redmi Note 8 has a 4000 mAh battery, 2000 mAh lesser than the Power 3's huge 6000 mAh battery. Definitely a huge margin there in terms of battery life. And if you've been watching my reviews, I always tell this, battery is on the top of my list. Like, it doesn't matter if it's super fast, has the best curved folding display, or has 10 cameras at the back, it doesn't matter. What matters is the power. Battery life, my friends. Battery life. Cause no matter how good the features are, how good the camera is, how bright the display is, if there's no power, then you won't be able to use it. Now at the back, they're pretty much similar in terms of the camera and the fingerprint scanner. Both have a 48MP quad camera setup, a physical back fingerprint scanner, they both have USB Type-C, and a headphone jack. Pretty much identical at the sides. Now what about the displays? Which one is better? Now you might have noticed already that Power 3 has a bigger display, 6.5 inch, 6.3 inch. Both are having 1080p displays, IPS LCD. The Power 3 has a bigger, juicier display with a punch hole, while the Redmi Note 8 is still using that old water drop notch design. And you can tell from my voice that I'm not so thrilled with the Redmi Note 8's display. I'm gonna tell you straight on that the Power 3 has the better display. Like, overall, quality-wise, experience-wise, color, sharpness, everything. I mean, just look at it. As you can see right here on the Redmi Note 8, the icons, the text, and the wallpaper is kind of washed out, even though it's a 1080p display. Compared to the Power Freeze display, this is just a whole lot sharper, colors more vibrant, and it just looks a lot more lively compared to the Redmi Note 8. Just check this out. The bezels on the Power Free are just so darn thin. It just looks a lot more sexier. Is my grammar right? Man, that's making my grammar wrong. In comparison, the Redmi Note 8 looks not as sexy. Now, thanks to that beautiful display on the Power Free, it is a lot more bearable to watch. It just provides a lot more immersion. Like, just look at this. You don't feel the bezels right here, so it feels like the video that I'm watching right now, it feels like it's floating in mid-air. Yes, definitely very immersive. Just a full view, big screen display. Although I cannot deny that there's an obstruction to my view right there, the punch hole. For some people, that is bothersome. Like, there's a hole right here on the display. As you're watching, it's being surrounded by content. So it kind of feels weird at first, but compared to the Redmi Note 8, it definitely gives you more display for the money. So for me, the Umidigi Power Freeze display is much better. Now in terms of speed, which one is faster? Well, it's no surprise that the Helio P60 processor is actually a little bit faster than the Snapdragon 665. Well, not only that, but the software it's running on is much faster. Stock Android, MIUI 11. Now check this out. A quick speed test just to find out which one is quicker. As you can see, the Power Free is launching a little bit faster. Google Chrome, and there you go. Facebook, almost instant. And as you can see, it is lagging right here on the Redmi Note 8. The combination of the Helio P60 processor and the software, stock Android, just makes for a very quick, smooth experience when using the phone. I mean, even the animation is much faster. Redmi Note 8, slower animation, so definitely the Power Free makes you feel that the phone is much faster and speedier. So yeah, basically performance goes to the Power Free, hands down. And even Antutu knows this. 170, 162, although it's a very small margin, but as you've seen, it is just much faster overall. And of course, you also need to test this on gaming. And as you can see, it doesn't look like the Redmi Note 8 has high frame rate mode by default, because yeah, it still does not have it, even though it has the latest update. So bummer. I've actually used a phone that has no HFR mode by default, and I've been using it for about 2 months now. I gotta tell you, it is just terrible, really terrible. It's gonna affect your gameplay, your kill rate, and ultimately your win rate. So that's the Redmi Note 8, and here's the Power Free. And as you can see, it has HFR mode by default, which I'm gonna say again that it is such an essential part of the game. Without HFR mode, everything just feels a lot slower, controls not as responsive, and yeah, as a gamer who's played the game for about a year now, you just don't feel that connection anymore to your game. And if you're actually a user of an assassin or any character that requires skill and accuracy, then it's gonna hamper your gameplay big time. So if you're really serious about your gameplay in Mobile Legends, then you should absolutely go for the Power Free, period. But it's not all great for the Umidigi Power Free. One, it actually sounds terrible. Like something coming from a radio, so it doesn't sound full and it's not that loud. Plus, in Call of Duty, it can only go as high settings, high graphics, and high frame rates. But right here on the Redmi Note 8, as you can see, graphics can go all the way to very high graphics and frame rate. And the sounds, it sounds fuller and is louder. Definitely much better than the Power Free. So yes, it's gonna depend a lot on the optimization for the phone. And as you can see, the optimization for Call of Duty on the Redmi Note 8 is just so good. Which all means that if you're into Call of Duty, then you should go for the Redmi Note 8. Else, if you're really serious about your Mobile Legends gameplay, then I highly suggest you go for the Umidigi Power Free. I'm just not sure why the Redmi Note 8 still does not have that high frame rate mode even after 6 months. It's just crazy. But yes, let us go straight to the cameras. This comparison is not complete without photos and videos from both phones. And here they are. The Redmi Note 8's pictures are quite clean and looks a lot sharper. But when it comes to picking up the details, the Umidigi Power Free gets a lot more details. As you can see, more can be seen on the ground and even here. So if you're into the details, then definitely go with the Power Free. I mean, look at it. But sharpness wise, I would have to go with the Redmi Note 8. Just looks a little bit sharper. So definitely, I think the Power Free has the edge here in terms of quality. The only problem is the color. I guess it's just too saturated for my taste. Now, the Redmi Note 8 is a little bit flatter in comparison, but it's just not as eye-catching as the Power Free's picture. I mean, let's face it, it kind of looks dull. But if you can bear with that kind of color, then I guess it's okay. So yes, overall, image quality-wise, I would have to go with the Umidigi Power Free with just a tiny margin. But guys, coming to video, the Umidigi Power Free is just terrible. It's shaky, it just looks bad, soft, or whatever, it just looks terrible. While on the Redmi Note 8, it may not be that sharp, but it is very smooth and is a lot more usable. Now both these phones are very priced similarly at 464, 8,500 pesos only. Now if you ask me which one is better, then hands down, it is the Umidigi Power Free, just for the battery alone, period. But to tell you more, this thing has better display, better performance, and slightly better cameras. Just leave out the video part. There you go. You're gonna get more value out of your money with the Umidigi Power 3. Both these guys are available right now at Lazada. And that, my friends, is the Umidigi Power Free and the Redmi Note 8. So if you're planning on buying them, let me know, guys, in the comments below which of these phones was actually better for you. For more unboxing videos, reviews, and phone comparisons, just click that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any of my great content. This is Vince Amigo from TechBeans, and I'll see you on the next video.